还没吃饭呢，你呢？还没有呢。没有，我今天刚。
Nice that we get to catch up again. Yeah, for sure, man. It's been forever. Yeah. This is really good. Yeah.
So today we have here Ana Trebaldos, and Ana, I'm going to ask you a few questions about how technology has impacted your life. So first of all, how much time do you spend on social media sites like Instagram, Facebook, sites like that?
I guess it really depends on the site. Like, I know definitely for Twitter or Facebook, I'll check it every once in a while, see if there's anything new, just whenever I'm bored. And for like Snapchat, whenever I get an update, and I don't know, it's like a really easy way to keep in touch.
Right. So you'd say, like, as part of your daily life, technology
Definitely.
is,
like I know I check it at least once an hour, always, probably like every 30 minutes at least.
So would you agree with the statement that technology is taking over your life?
A little bit. I know I would feel really disconnected if I forgot my phone at home. I know I wouldn't know. Whenever I'm sitting down, I always have the need to take out my phone and just look at things. Like, I don't know what to do now whenever I'm bored.
Right. I know what you mean. But even though you're talking to people constantly, like through social media sites, do you feel that when you're physically with them, that sometimes all this connectedness has made things like it's harder to socialize in physical context?
I wouldn't say harder to socialize, but I know people do pay a lot more attention to their phones now. Like whenever you're sitting at dinner, whenever you're waiting for anything, instead of having a conversation with the people that they're with, everyone's checking their phones, everyone's like looking at updates or even talking about what other friends are doing instead of like the people that they're there with.
Right. So in terms of socializing, do you think that technology has made it better or worse?
It really allows you to keep in touch with people like from all over the world. Like I know I've had friends who have moved, or even just people that I've met while traveling abroad, and it makes it a lot easier to connect with people who you don't get the opportunity. So you do get a lot of more experience from being connected with people.
Right. So in the end, you think the world is more connected due to technology?
Yeah, definitely. Like it just allows you. Like there's people I would have never met or even kept in touch with. Like now I know that I can go another place in the world and I would have someone to stay with just because we've kept in touch.
Right. Do you think you've made friends through technology, or that it's more of a way to like keep in touch with friends you've made physically, and then you sort of like?
For me, it's more like physically. Like I don't know if I would ever just like start talking to random people.
Yeah.
But definitely like just people that I've met. It's like, oh yeah, like we can we can talk to them through like Facebook Messenger or Skype, even just Instagram. It's just a way to keep in touch.
So overall, do you think technology has harmed the way humans interact, or has it been a positive effect?
I guess it depends. Like some people do tend to like hide behind their computers and like be really different, but I think it's definitely helped.
All right, thanks, Ana. In terms of like human interaction, do you think that technology has made things better or worse? How do you feel?
That's a tough one. I think it depends. It depends on how you use it. I feel that technology is a tool. You can use it for good or you can use it for bad. You can definitely abuse it, but it's definitely really helpful at times as well. For example, like I said, like if you want to look something up on the spot, or like let's say you're out with friends and you want to find somewhere to eat, like it's really helpful to look up restaurants. Whereas at the same time, if it's kind of impeding on your interactions with people because you're spending so much time on it, then it could be more of a disservice than.
I see. Yeah. So I know this is a pretty open-ended question, but what do you think, like in the future, all this technology is going to bring us in terms of social interaction and things like that?
I feel like technology in the future, as I see it progress, people are starting to use it at a younger and younger age.
Of course.
Like my sister is 13, and when I was her age, I was like playing outside or like watching TV, not so much on Instagram, like taking pictures, posting a bunch of like silly things.
She does that?
Yeah, all the time. Actually, like I feel like the younger generation prefer Instagram over Facebook.
Oh, they definitely do.
Yeah, so I think maybe technology is moving more towards like bigger crowds. Like with Facebook, you typically reach your friends, whereas with Instagram, you can have like thousands of followers.
That's true.
Yeah, so I think maybe in the future technology is progressing towards where when you make a post, it's like very public.
Right, right. What does that mean for like privacy concerns?
Huh.
How
Well,
do you feel about that? Yeah.
I feel like there's been a lot of conflict over this issue because personally, I don't like my privacy to be invaded,
Mhm.
but at the same time, I don't know when it is being invaded. Like I'm not so
Yeah, yeah.
like techie to know that this company is like looking at where I've been or like what I've been doing on my phone. It's really scary to think that they know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, like I like these things or like.
Oh, they definitely do.
Don't tell me that. I guess, like on one hand, I like wish I could be oblivious to all this,
Right.
but at the same time, I think companies should be more transparent. I think if if you're going into someone's private like web browsing or like usage or even just like what applications they use and like how often, and especially now that phones like know your location at the same time. I think like privacy concerns are definitely important.
Yeah.
I think this is something maybe that the government should actually step in and set regulations for that, based on like what people are comfortable with.
Right. Ironically, it seems that they're the ones doing it as well.
Yeah.
So thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
All right. So I think what we found is that technology has really helped people connect. It may seem as a distraction, not just social media, but technology in general, because you literally have so much information and computing power at your fingertips. But as a whole, for social interaction, it's definitely empowered people to connect in different ways, even though that way may not be physically together. You know, it's been overall a positive force. But at the same time, there have been things that haven't caught up yet.
Yeah. So we interviewed a good amount of people, and we did a lot of research online for our paper. And ultimately, what we found is that a lot of people, they do find that technology does obstruct in some way in their social lives. But at the same time, it's made our society so much more connected as a whole that what we found is we think that offsets the negatives. And eventually, as Laura mentioned in her interview, all we have to do is learn how to navigate around that obstruction when we interact with each other. And it's definitely something that we'll have to work towards. And in addition, the privacy concerns and the security concerns that have arisen as a result of the heightened usage of these new social medias and mediums for social interaction on the web or through technology. The biggest thing is that ultimately legislation hasn't caught up yet, but we just have to act smart about it. And it's no different than the physical world. Until then, I think that's all you can do, or all we can do. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Thanks for watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks.